What's going on, my YouTube family? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. For everybody else, please do me a favor before I move any forward and smash that like button so that my videos can reach a broader audience of people. So if this is your first time to my YouTube channel, as you can see in my channel, we talk about everything trucking. For the past few months, I've been drawing an emphasis towards independent freight dispatching. For those of you who don't also know, we do also offer an independent freight dispatcher course. We also offer a startup kit, and we are currently running a 6-month mentorship program. Somewhere along the lines of this video, you'll see the pictures pop up for each one of those different things, and the link to access every single one of those things are in the description under this video. All right, so as you can see in the title of this video, we're going to be discussing how to hire dispatchers under your independent freight dispatch business. Now, as you begin to grow your independent freight dispatch business, you'll recognize that one of the things you're going to have to start to do is think about how or when you're going to begin to hire dispatchers under you as your business grows. Now, and again, in this video, we're going to talk about 3 different things that have to do with that. Number 1, we're going to be talking about how to outsource your independent freight dispatching business. The second thing we're going to talk about is ways to do it, right? Strategies that you can implement to hire workers under your dispatch business. And then we're going to talk about the benefits of doing this, all right? So number 1 is outsourcing your independent freight dispatch business. Now, there's 3 different ways you can go about this, right? Number 1, you can train a family or a friend that you know and that you trust, that you can give them firsthand, hands-on training to teach them how to run your dispatching business. Not from the perspective of a manager, but from the perspective of handling dispatching duties, right? So you train your friend or family member whom you know and you trust to eventually work for your dispatching business. The second thing you can do is you can hire an overseas worker to work for your independent freight dispatch business. Or number 3, and I think this is a pretty smart idea. It's something that I've personally never used or implemented, but would definitely entertain the idea of doing, is creating a training program. Creating a training program to train overseas workers, or just anybody, but more specifically overseas workers to work for your independent freight dispatching business. And I'll share with you why you might be more interested in hiring overseas workers versus people here in America to work virtually to dispatch for your business. Next to that, or the second thing I should say, is ways to do it, right? Ways to hire dispatchers under your business. Now, there's 2 distinct ways. Number 1, you can hire a dispatcher as an employee, and then number 2, you can hire a dispatcher as an independent contractor. Now, I'm not gonna get into super details regarding this because I am not a tax professional. I am not an LLC startup professional or anything like that. That's not my expertise. So I advise, after watching this video, consult with somebody whose profession is helping people get set up, hiring workers and things like that. But I can give you an objective viewpoint on how you can do this based off of experience and just based off of research and things like that. So once again, you can hire them as an employee or an independent contractor. To hire a worker as an independent contractor is a more attractive way as hiring a worker. And the reason why it's a more attractive way is because you don't have to pay, when you hire an employee, you have to pay taxes, payroll taxes, unemployment taxes. You have to supply workers' compensation, and I believe that depends on what state you're in. But for the majority of the states, I believe if you have an employee, you have to have workers' compensation. You also have to provide benefits such as, but not limited to, paid time off, vacations, sick days. You might even have to provide dental, medical health benefits and things like that to remain competitive with other employers, right? So to have an employee requires that you spend a little bit more money at the end of the day versus hiring an independent contractor. Now, if you decide to hire an independent contractor, I'll say this: as a freight broker, brokers hire broker agents that work under them. You can follow this same paradigm, or you can follow this same module in order to structure your own dispatch business to hire dispatch agents, right? Now, I'm not gonna give you guys advice on how you should do that. I would look into it, and I don't wanna say mimic the way a broker does it, but follow that same module and use it for your own benefit. We talk about more things like this in depth in my mentorship program that we have right now. So I'm not gonna be going in super detail in my YouTube video, but I just wanna give you guys a blueprint that you can follow to hire dispatch workers under your dispatch company as you begin to grow. The other thing I wanted to speak about, when you have an independent contractor, you wanna make sure that the independent contractor that is working for your dispatch business is under the guidelines to be considered an independent contractor. For those of you who have heard or even went back and saw my video on AB5, there are many states that may begin to start cracking down on the differences between an employee and an independent contractor to protect people and make sure that they're not getting taken advantage of. So make sure when you are hiring your independent contractors as dispatchers, dispatch agents under your company, that they fall under the category of an independent contractor. For those of you who don't know where to find this, I'll post the link under this video, and I'll even maybe post the photo of the website. It's on the IRS website, where it gives you the outlines on what an independent contractor is. As long as this worker follow those guidelines, you're going to be safe in legal terms, and you're also going to avoid litigation or anything like that. So you want to make sure that you're following those guidelines. I just wanted to add that so that you guys are safe. The third thing, and lastly, is this: there are benefits when hiring workers under your independent freight dispatch company to grow your independent freight dispatch business. Number one, I mentioned it in the beginning of the video. When you outsource your business, it allows you as the overseer, the CEO, the president, whatever you want to consider yourself, as the manager of your business, to manage your business and focus on other things like marketing, bringing in more drivers, bringing in more carriers, I should say, to utilize your services. You might also want to focus on things like growing your company on social media, maybe, right? Which again would be in addition to marketing, but just growing your business in general. It allows you to focus on other things rather than the day-to-day operations of dispatching. On top of that, and this is something that I always advocate for and advise, is that you use your dispatching business to leverage yourself up and begin to possibly look at the opportunity of starting a freight brokerage business, or starting a trucking business and beginning a fleet of truck drivers. The good thing is this: dispatching operations are the heartbeat of any logistics company, whether you're a shipper, whether you're a broker, or whether you're a carrier or fleet owner. So as long as you have your dispatch company, you can use it as leverage to open up another avenue of logistics, right? In the logistics realm, whether it be a broker, a fleet owner, or whatever, and you still have the heartbeat of the dispatch operations that takes place within your own dispatching company, and you can keep that as an in-house dispatching business that functions your whole entire business as a logistics owner, whether again it be fleet owning, brokerage, or whatever the case may be, right? So I hope this video blessed you. I hope you learned something. Once again, if this is your first time watching any of my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Stay tuned for future videos. We will be talking about, in the next video, recruiting drivers. I'm gonna make a video about recruiting drivers. If you guys have any other topics that you want me to discuss, put them in the comments. Once again, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.